Hi everyone, Mizzo here to talk about the play that I'm in. Um, my lighting is not great tonight, but hopefully you're listening to my words. Uh, that's a little bit better maybe. So, I'm in this play and I'm super excited about it. The quick synopsis is some things that I think are really important about this play are one, it's a world premiere, meaning that it's by a local playwright. His name is Ray Raymond, and he is a film professor at MSUM. And this is the first time this play has ever been produced. So that's very, very exciting. The theater that is producing it, and they have a whole series called the Incubator series, where they try to produce new playwrights, is called Theater B. And their mission statement is rearranging the furniture of your mind. They are located on Main Street in Fargo. Um, and they're actually moving soon. But this play, I think this is the last full season and full play in this building. But they've been established, I think, about 13 years. I'd have to look that up. Um, and so this is the fourth play in their season this year. And like I said, it's a world premiere. And the director's name is Darcy Barkergard. Um, when I'm gonna put a link in the description, and that will link you to more sort of solid information, and also show you where tickets can be purchased, so that you know kind of how, right, like where the link is to purchase tickets. Um, so the synopsis quick of the play is actually I always laugh because my partner and I talk about this two different ways. So I always say that the play is about an individual who is transitioning from male to female, or from, excuse me, from female to male. And they are sort of exploring that transition, but also looking at the history of their family. And their name is Kyle. So they were born female and now they have transitioned to male. And their father, Lorenzo, uh, had dealt with the struggle of being an Italian American. So he was the first generation in America, and he changed his name to Larry. So it discusses his name change. And then the grandfather, who is named Leo, immigrated from Italy. So you have the grandfather dealing with the transition from Italy to America, the son dealing with the transition of being, Italian American to American, and then the grandson transitioning from uh, female to male. So that's how I talk about it. Matthew starts with the idea of this three generations, right? So this three generations dealing with transition, change, identity, validity, reality, that kind of thing. So I play the wife of the middle character, the father, this side, the father of the trans individual, and then the um son of the grandfather. And my name is Vivian, and his name is Lorenzo, and then he changes it to Larry. And the person who's playing that is actually my partner in real life, so that's kind of cool. So and then there's so it's us two, and then um uh our child, who is the one that's transitioning from female to male, is actually played by a former student of mine who is a trans male. So that's really cool in sort of a time where we're talking about um, actors and diversity of acting, right? Like hashtag Oscar so white. Um, and a lot of more famous roles about trans characters, such as the Danish Girl, have been played by cisgender actors or actors whose gender and sex identity align. If you don't know what the word cisgender means, look it up. You probably are cisgender. um so there's seven characters in the play altogether. Us two, and then of course our child, Kyle, uh, and his girlfriend Jamie, which is a cool dynamic because they were lesbians before the transition, and so they're dealing with the transition. And then the grandfather and his person who's guarding him. The play takes place over many generations. It transitions back and forth. Who ends up being the godfather of Kyle. So his name is Ducey. And then there's this seventh character who's named Fury, who shows up in all of the scenes and is this sort of like ever present person. And that I think was meant to be cast, but we're doing it a little differently. So that's kind of a surprise. You'll have to come see how that turns out. So there's gonna be lots of cool things. The show runs. There is a preview performance April 14th, Thursday, April 14th. And it's a pay as you wish. All of the night performances start at 7:30. So the show runs, opens that Thursday, or excuse me, opens that Friday the 15th, but there's a preview performance the 14th. And then it runs every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7:30 from April 15th to May 7th. So every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7:30 from April 15th to May 7th. And then there are 2 Sunday matinees, and those are both at 2 o'clock. Those are April 24th and May 1st. And then finally, the April 23rd performance, which is that a Saturday night, there will be an ASL interpreter there to do the whole performance, which I think is really cool. I'm going to put the link below where tickets can be purchased so that the link to the box office. And there'll also be a link to the page with the description and the picture so that you can kind of see how the show is being marketed. So hopefully that helps. I'm super excited this. Oh, one thing I forgot. The show is being partnered. The show is happening with the partnership of the the name just went out of my head. They are collaborating with the Pride Collective. There we go. Woo! The Pride Collective in town in Fargo. And so some really cool things are happening there. Some trans awareness, potentially an entire performance dedicated to an audience of trans individuals or people who, people who would be impacted by the message of the show. So really cool, really cool connection there. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Otherwise, hopefully that gives you a little bit of idea. Have a nice day.